is I'm going to cut this bit out, but we'll do a cinematic. You go through the door. I'll open it and the camera just goes through. Ready? That's so lateral raise.
I'm gonna stop fucking waffling. We got primed.
What's going on, everyone? Hope you're good. Episode 1, Life at Lionstone. See you, camera. Clearly, we don't really know what we're doing yet with all of our cool equipment here. But we're going to try to give you some cool content, go through some cool shit, and kind of take you through behind the scenes of what we do on a daily basis, other than just like take the piss and do not much. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy. Pat and I are going to kind of rotate between the cameraman and see if we can figure out how to make this something worth watching.
Me come to life every time I'm free. Oh, and I'm loving all that you do. Can't you see that I'm crashing right into you? That I'm crashing right into you. I'm free. You do, can't you see that I'm crashing right into you? Yeah, I'm free falling, can you hear me calling for you? Yeah, I'm free falling, I'ma keep on falling for you. I'm free, oh, and I'm loving all that you do. Can't you see that I'm crashing right into you?
G'day mate, my name's Reese. Just trying to get a little bit of a gauge on when a piece of our equipment is due for delivery. We ordered it probably 9-10 months ago now. So this was 28th of the 4th. April, we paid for a converging chest press, and it is now January. And I found out that I actually paid more for this. I'm looking at the full invoice now. More than what a full, like a normal one I can get it. So I can get a secondhand Nautilus one now for like 2,400, I think. Like 2,750 for this one. Good. Oh, well, that's music. All right, no stress. If you could, like, when there's an update, give me a buzz back. That'd be great. Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Bye. Cheers. Bye. Don't buy equipment. Fuck me. Don't build a gym, bro.
What I'll do is I'm going to cut this bit out, but we'll do a cinematic. You go through the door. I'll open it and the camera just goes through. Ready? We haven't trained about a month, so today we're going to do our first session back. We're doing push today. We're starting over with cable flies over on the prime station, and then we'll be subsequently moving through different positions throughout the whole session. So now, we've got dumbbell laterals. Lateral raise. Reason we got these first, trays are dealt in the shortened position. And look, it's not really going to affect too much of your pressing. So getting everything done with first. We've got some length of position movements later in the week, but we literally just got 5 sets of lateral raises here, then we move into more chest movement stuff, and it's tricep stuff. I'll give you a bit of a demo. One of the key things I see people doing lateral raises, or how they're doing them wrong. So when we're doing them, typically here is the final position. Coming in here, you'll notice that there's a dead hang and there's like no tension on the delt at all. But stopping here, coming up, and then back down, keeps relative tension. In here, there's just nothing at all. You're just swinging, so it's like a swing. That was close. Really jammed something together then.
So I'm pulling the weight down a touch. Pretty much old injury, had like a bit of paralysis in my right shoulder, so sometimes gets a bit like not good. Just in that top part I get a bit of a pinch, so pull the weight back to try and make sure I can maximize that shortened position a little bit better, rather than just kind of push out on the back end of it. Just try and make sure that the contractions still stay as strong as they should be. So we're doing a cable fly. Ideally trying to train the shortened position first. We are waiting for a prime fly that will allow us to do this properly, but for now, we've just got the cable set wide. It allows you to come in, maximize that contraction on the shortened position. Try to just like, if your position legs at home, try and make sure you come from a slightly higher position and come up and around. Pronate if you can, you get a max contraction.
The role of the pet, or one of the roles, is to help, at least two, bring the humerus to the midline of the body, right? So when doing flies, the cue that I use is think about trying to squeeze your elbows together at the top, as opposed to these big bear hugs where people try and knock knuckles at the top. So we've just done 2 load sets, so we're going to move into a back off set, which is slightly lighter, but will allow us to achieve higher volume of the entire session. Because obviously, with lighter weight, you can push for more reps. Just because we've lowered the weight doesn't mean it needs to still be easy. We need to chase a relative RPE for the rep range.
This is a constant struggle when it comes to push days. I'm blessed and cursed that my arms grow far quicker than everywhere else in my body, fortunately. And when I bought these were like a good fit, and now they're not. That's, yeah, I just fucking ripped it actually.
Nice. We have our first lengthen movement here. Incline dumbbell press. We've got 2 sets here, and then a back off set on, what is it? The incline hammer strength machine. Yeah. 2 sets of 8 to 10, 1 set of 12 to 15. We're going to attempt a warm up set of 30s, but these may very well be a working set. Okay, that was easier than I thought. We've got the bench on. Most people, when they do incline stuff, they crank the bench up here. You could probably get away with this, but for me, it's a lot of front delt. Camera's having a fit, we still could. So both Reese and I, Reese with his old shoulder injury, and myself, just because I feel it way more in my chest if it's on this incline here, which is what, like 30? 15. There you go. Math.
Okay, so 17 minutes passed, and I've got my arm sleeves on. And now I'm going to press 15 kilo dumbbells. How did you go? Were they easy? 40s? Wow. Seeing fucking stars. Good. Huh? No, I just got up too quick. It's not good.
We're doing a seated converging press, but because we don't have a proper converging press here, we're going to do with cable stack. The prime one, we can adjust how far the arms go, how up and down they go. This one, out of all the machines here so far, gives us the best setup for that. And it feels good too.
So we just did our two working sets on a dumbbell press. Pat and I, for a long period of time, have worked with machines, and going back to a little bit of free weight, just more so through no other option, waiting for equipment to deliver and whatnot. We opted for that. But if we extend our sets too many times over with free weight, our stability starts to drop off and our performance starts to drop off as a result of. So to back off, to make sure that we can accrue more volume without accruing more central nervous system fatigue, our third set we've taken to a machine press. Really like this hammer press. Converges well, allows you to like really hit the top end of that chest. Your middle pet, no, that's not a thing, but it does allow us to really kind of suck up some load in there and really chase reps. I know for myself, if we chase a higher rep range on a dumbbell, my front delts just fatigue out, nervous system gets cooked, my stability's all over the shop. So I'd rather just lock in and get after it on a machine.
So today is a pretty big day for us. We'll do a proper introduction later. I'll get Reese to jump on the camera. He'll do a proper introduction, but we've got some of our final pieces of equipment for the gym arriving today around 3 p.m. I believe. So most of this morning will be spent figuring out where things are going. We have a rough idea, but I've had to go and get all the specs for all the equipment that we're getting. We're getting 5 new pieces, a plate-loaded leg extension, a plate-loaded row, a preacher curl, a hamstring curl, and a chest fly, all prime equipment. So that's arriving today. We ordered that December last year and it just arrived in port last week, but it's being delivered to us today. So we're going to spend the morning taking the tape down and the tape measure and marking out where everything needs to go and the most optimal place for it and if it's all going to fit, because we still have a few pieces of equipment coming later on, but this is the last of the main order. And then we are pretty good to go. So we'll link up later. We'll take the camera downstairs. I'll get Reese to do an intro as to why we're putting things in a certain place, and you can have a little bit of a gym tour as well. So talk to you soon.
All right, so 13 months in the making. We've got our prime kit here. Most of it, or the rest of it, we have one. We've got a bit more coming now. The truck has taken 13 months to come 40 minutes. Don't know why. If that offers to help out moving some of the shit and still open, it's definitely
The cable flight. Oh, that's not the cable flight. The pec flight.
whose name's it under?
Mine.
Brown and Jules, huh?
That's right. Don't touch it. Keep your hands off it.
So after a 13-month wait, as I said, we've got our prime stuff. We've got 5 more pieces. You have a number out. Leg extension plate loaded. So the beauty of the prime stuff, why we were so happy to wait 13 months, well, I'd say happy. We were able to waste 13 months without too much. Well, I'm a lie. It was shit. It was shit waiting. But the point of waiting this long, because unlike any other machine, primes are designed with correct resistance profiles in mind, and can change those resistance profiles to either train in the shortened position, making position. By now, you guys know that we love programming and the art of programming, and having the opportunity to do this with this specific machines is it's a big luxury, and not many gyms here in Melbourne have them, especially this side of Melbourne. There are many. So we're the only ones. And car comes. So this now brings us to a spot where we can actually. This is it. This is the last pieces of equipment. Bar, one Nautilus chest press, and a hat squat and a pendulum. But the pendulum was on the way. Hat squat can wait. And I think the Nautilus press has got flying Joshua, but true set. Anyway, I'm gonna stop fucking waffling. We got prime.
All right, so Matt and I, just by ourselves, just the two of us have finally unloaded one of the pieces of equipment. So here we've got the seated hamstring curl, prime hamstring curl. Took $2 and two very strong boys,
Strong, handsome boys.
and then now we've got to go do. You can't see it clearly with just the camera settings, but 4 more pieces out there. The prime equipment is finally done, at least for now, until we get one more equipment.
It's primarily done.
Finally.
I saw the weed mobile. It's parked at the sex shop in my house. Because you can't miss it. Just fucking anime titties hanging out everywhere. Just what? Spec rock, dude. It's the giraffe.
Oh, let's put it next to the lady hamstring curl. That makes a lot of sense, right?
I am just mapping out where this is going to go so that if we put anything along here, it can kind of have a rough idea of where that's going to be. What's up, guys? So it's been a long time now that we've been trying to get this place ready. It's been about 13 months. So we've shown you a few things. You guys would have seen a bit of it on Instagram, but I thought I'd give you a proper walkthrough and show you exactly what we've been working on and what we've done and why we kind of did it. So straight out, this is the place. We've hand selected every piece of equipment that we put in here for purpose. So nothing but quality, nothing but the best in here that's going to allow us to actually get the best out of the content that we create and produce things that you guys haven't really seen before. So the place is filled with prime. We've got a bunch of Watson stuff behind me here, and we've also got some old school Cybex pieces on the way too. You'll see here around us that you might be able to hear it too. A little bit echo, it's a little bit reverberating. So we are planning to kind of fix up a few things to that. We're going to do the roof, change up that, make sure that that's a little bit, I guess, softer. And we're also going to be adding theatre curtains on either side of our big fella up here. And that will probably be on the next month. It'll be completely done. But let's walk through it. So we've got our leg row down this road here, kicking it off with our prime selector here allows us to load and pre-shorten, shortened, extended, etc., and so on and so forth. We've got our rafter leg press here, really cool for quad development. Gets us nice and deep, massive amounts of knee flexion. And then we've also got a belt squat, not a very common piece you can find in many gyms now, and we love this piece. Big shout out to Sultan here from Compound. They've sorted us out massively. All the integrity pieces, so the rafter leg press and this 45-degree leg press here as well, Australian made, Australian owned company. Our Watson plates, beautiful Watson plates. They're for me, the coolest part of this was getting our dumbbells, getting our plates with our logos on this. The coolest thing that I've ever had to experience. Making our way down here, we've also got our pretty simple cable stack. And then we're into our upper body section. So incline plate loaded press, prime fly, shoulder press, prime preacher. We've got our mag graffiti wall down there at the back. Big thank you to Danny Oars. He hooked us up with that and he done an incredible job. And then we've got some back pieces as well. So we've got a hammer row, a T-bar row, chest supported prime row, Watson single selector, Watson lat pull down, and then we're back in with our dumbbells and free weights. That's pretty much the space. That's what we've got. We've got cardio upstairs, but no one really cares about that. Let's go have a look at the office and I'll show you guys where I work, where all the cool stuff happens, and the podcast studio as well. So this is the office that I never knew I wanted. This is where all the magic happens, all the business plans come, and it's where mostly myself and Pat hang out all day. Now that we've got more Melbourne-based staff, we do all spend a lot more time here as well. So one of the big things I wanted to make about this room is, one, I wanted to know as soon as I walked in here that it was mine. So we put our logo on the wall in concrete, so it's not going anywhere. And then behind me here, one of my favorite quotes, make sure the people that ever bet against you lose. I'm a competitive motherfucker and I like to win. So every time I stop working, every time I feel like I've had enough, I look up at that and there's people chasing me and there's people I want to beat. So that's really the inspiration for this place, to try and make sure that we're productive we get a lot done, we bring some tractor shit for you guys. In here, we have our pod room, and you guys won't be able to experience this, but we have triple soundproof these walls, lead paneling, and then some more soundproofing. We've treated the whole room as well, not only with A-grade soundproofing but A-grade lighting, to make sure that when we walk in here it is an immersive experience. But when we shut these doors, it feels like in a little bit of a fish tank, because all the noise just deadens out, and we can produce some crazy good content for you guys. Hopefully you're liking the podcast. If you're not, make sure you subscribe, follow, do all the stuff. But let us know what you think. This is our space. This is Lionstone HQ. And I can't wait to show you guys what kind of content we're going to be producing soon.